From the Ticats Audio Network, this is Ticats Today with Braden Neville.
All right, joining me now is O-lineman Kendrick Sartor. Kendrick, you just signed on with the Ticats for another 2 years. Why the decision to get it done early and stay here in Hamilton for another 2 seasons?
Because Hamilton is, it's a very nice place. It's a lovely place. Me living there for that 1 year, I got to actually meet a lot of people that stayed in the community, and I would say they are very awesome people, man. It was just a good camaraderie around with them. And me signing early, I was so committed to the Ticats. It's a great organization, a great coaches, great people in the locker room. So, me doing that, it's like, it just felt great. And they wanted me, They pushed me and they gave me the contract early. So I'm like, yeah, why not? Why hesitate?
What were those conversations like following the season that made you feel as though that you were wanted here for another couple more seasons?
The conversation was mainly like, well, you did great. And me being a rookie, I played 6 games while being a rookie, and I did pretty well in those games. So it's like, yeah, just keep adding, keep stacking on to what you already did. And the coaches, they believed in me, and they expressed that they believed in me from day one, since day one. So, it was good. It was like almost having Coach O as a father figure, I would say. How the way he acts and he talks, and he's nice to the guys. He meet with the guys, so it was great.
And to start 6 games as a rookie, you mentioned it, that's a pretty big thing, especially on that O-line. But what was it for you that clicked as the season went on in your first professional season in the CFL?
With me, that click would be the other people on the O-line with me. Woody being right next to me is a great help. He helped me with a lot. Well, they all helped me with a lot, being that we meet every day after practice to like 6 o'clock, just going over players, going over different things, and it was great. So I would say them and the O-line coach, him being around a very long time as well, and him teaching me things, saying things that I had no clue that I knew, and he showed me them, it just made a big difference.
The one thing I noticed about this O-line is the camaraderie between everybody. Everyone's so close. All the guys like to, not only do they practice all day together, they go to eat together, they go to different functions together. But what can you say about you and the guys and the relationship you've developed off the field? Because it's a group that seems very close-knit on this Ticats team.
Yeah, we are very close-knitted, man. We are very close-knitted. I would say, like, us meeting after practice made our relationship stronger. And also, like, when we go to away games, we always eat together. We always sit together on the bus. We always sit together on the plane. It's great hanging with them guys, man. They're a good group to be around. With me being a young buck, I feel they took me under their wing, and they're like big brothers to me, man. It's amazing.
What was that transition like for you to go from Cincinnati or being from the States and being a guy from Cincinnati to playing football up north in Canada? And what was that transition like for you to come up here and play in the CFL?
It was actually pretty smooth. I would say, being that, it's a 1 yard off, but being that tackle up here in the States, it's kind of, you already at 1 yard off you'd be behind the guard. But it was kind of smooth, it was kind of, a couple of different changes I had to get used to with the goalposts and the field being wider and only 2 downs. But other than that, man, it's been pretty smooth, pretty great transition.
I was talking to James Butler earlier in the week, but getting to play in front of him, what did you notice about him in that run game and how you guys were able to, not only was he able to get over 1,000 yards a season, but a big part of that has to do with that O-line. But what can you say about that relationship and having him playing behind you on the run game?
Amazing, man. As you can see, it was amazing. Him being able to get 1,000 yards behind me and the guys, it was pretty awesome. Me and James, we have built a great relationship. So it's like, making me want to block for him even more, even better, with him being like another big brother to me and him working out after practice, me and him having conversations, doing things on the side. It was great, man. Very great. And he's a skilled running back.
He is, and one of those guys, too. He's always thankful of you guys on that O-line in front of him, much like a lot of running backs would do. You have a big offseason coming up here as you get ready for your second season in the CFL. What's the training regimen like? Where are you going to be when you're preparing for this upcoming season?
My training regimen right now, well, I'm a school teacher, so I school teacher during the day and then work out at night.
Wow,
But,
okay.
I try to wake up. I got to be at work at 9, so I try to wake up before that around like 6 o'clock, give me a slight little workout in and make sure I eat my nutrition in the morning, go to work, be with the kids, and then after that, I hit the weights pretty hard, take a nice little shower, go to sleep, and do it all over again.
And where are you doing this? Are you in Cincinnati for all this?
Yes, I'm in Cincinnati, so.
Okay, so how are the students reacting to their teacher coming back from being a professional football player to now teaching them in the classroom? They must think that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is pretty cool. It's my first year doing this, and I'm just now getting here, and they kind of get used to me. It's always the height barrier, and oh my gosh, you're so tall, and all that stuff. But it's pretty nice, pretty nice being able to be around the kids and mentor them and show them stuff like you can actually do this as well. It's good.
What grades is it? What age group are these kids?
So I'm working with like the second grade, first grade,
Okay.
around that area.
So the younger kids. So do you feel the younger kids are kind of probably look up at you even more? I mean, you're 6'7", and these are, first, second graders. That must be pretty interesting for them to be around you.
Yeah, they're amazing, man. They're really amazing.
We have the holidays coming up here. Do you have any holiday traditions? What do you normally do for Christmas?
Not really. Go to my parents' crib and put the tree up and the lights, and that's about it. I have a lot of nieces and nephews, so I'm looking forward to getting them something for Christmas.
Do you have any other off-season plans? Anything I know you're working as a school teacher, so you're going to be pretty busy. But aside from that, in terms of training or whether it be going somewhere, do you have anything else planned for this off-season to kind of unwind a bit?
Nah, not really. I did my kind of unwinding during this Thanksgiving break, so now I'm full-fledged, getting ready to come back up there and, get a championship going, man. Try to compete for a championship.
The American Thanksgiving just happened over the weekend. What's your go-to Thanksgiving dish?
Go-to Thanksgiving dish? I would probably have to say the yams.
Yeah. Okay.
The yams with the marshmallows are pretty amazing, man.
I mean, talking back about football, you see the guys on that O-line that you played with this season, but who are some guys that really helped mentor you on the offensive line? Some guys that really took you under their wing and showed you the way in your first CFL season?
Well, that's a couple guys. I would have to say Joel Figueroa. He's been amazing. Him, Brandon Kemper.
Yep.
Also him, Tyrone Riley, him, Jordan Murray. Basically all them guys, but mainly them four right there. They been under my wing, and they were my roommates when we go on the road. So it's more kind of a little more in depth talking with them. But yeah, mainly them guys, and we'll work out after practice and go to the hot tub and hit the sauna. So I just got to really learn from all of them, and with Kemper and Murray being in the NFL as well, having them years there, there's a lot of more stuff I can learn from them and different little tweaks in the sets and hand placement. It's very nice.
What's Joel Figueroa like off the field? He's such a calm guy, but you watch him on the sidelines. Even when he was hurt against Montreal, he's firing up the troops. He's just seems like a great locker room guy. But what's it like hanging around him in that relationship?
He's a full-fledged leader. He's a real leader. He's somebody you want to go to war with and who you want to go to war for, man. He's a great guy. He's a funny dude as well, He's a real locker room guy. He's great.
And this season you played with multiple quarterbacks. What was that like for you in terms of adjusting? And you have Bo, you have Matt, and you have Taylor, and you have whoever it was that was in at the time. But how was it for you to get adjusted with getting to learn those different styles of quarterbacks and having those guys behind you?
Well, it wasn't hard at all because mainly I played with two quarterbacks in college, so I got kind of used to that. And I have a relationship with all three of them. And so if it was something during practice that felt off or anything, I would just go talk to them and, they'll straighten it out. But it was also very good. It was great. It was a cool experience.
And having Bo Levi Mitchell, a veteran of the league, a guy who's been around for a long time and he's going to be a future Hall of Famer. What was it to pick his brain a little bit and to have a guy like that around?
I try to pick his brain every day. It was amazing, man, to have him with some guy who won a championship, to be an all-star. It was amazing, man. He teaches us a lot. And with him coming in training camp when the rookies came, he was there.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that, but he was there when the rookies were there, and it was just amazing, man, him being a complete leader.
You got 2 more years now that you've just signed. What's your goal here with the Hamilton Ticats for the next season and the seasons to come?
My goal is to be a full-fledged starter, and helping the team any way I can be and to get a Grey Cup.
Hey, Kendrick, I know you're going to do it, man. You've been great so far for the Cats. You had a great first season. Looking forward to having you back here at Tim Hortons Field. Enjoy that offseason, and hopefully those kids get used to you towering over them this school year. So once again, Kendrick, thanks for joining me, man.
Thank you.